Bullock to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Take over first and
he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Joe Mixon, the ball
tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Tackled at the 32-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd down, Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He's credited him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
It's out of time. It's out of time. Mike's 57.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gain of 22 yards. First down, Raiders.
57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
It's a gain of
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Bengals 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
24 is the mark.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. To Mixon on the check down.
Touchdown, baby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, check, Mike 56.
On 2nd and 1, Mariota is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Raider first down.
Ricky.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Hey.
Mariota now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll go for it. Burrow. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and goal. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence to release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Jacobs.
And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
A 3-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through.
The field goal is
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
38.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they gave up a touchdown that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Mack. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
Burrow's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. It's Mixon on the counter. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Complete.
Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see?
A gain of 2.
Pursuit,
brings up
wrap
second
up,
and 8.
and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Fabian Moreau. That's
the Bengals on 3rd down.
Now
They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mixon on the toss right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals trying, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The tight end, the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 57.
They'll run it with Jacobs. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Bengals 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, check. Fresh 70 Lion. Fresno.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Today's final score, Raiders
Charles,
48,
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.